The air in the Golden Crust bakery smelled of expensive vanilla and yeast. But for Silas and his grandmother, Martha, the atmosphere felt cold. Martha reached into her frayed wool coat, pulling out a handful of nickels and dimes. "That will be $42, the cashier said, her voice dripping with impatience. She looked at the line forming behind them and sighed loudly. "We don't really have time for a treasure hunt." A man in a sharp suit behind them muttered, "Some people shouldn't shop where they can't afford the luxury." Martha's hands trembled, a flush of shame creeping up her neck as she tried to stack the coins on the marble counter. Silas squeezed her hand, his eyes stinging. He just wanted a small cake for his 10th birthday. Suddenly, the bell at the back of the kitchen chimed, and Julian, the bakery's owner, stepped out. He caught the cashier's eye, then looked down at the pile of change. His gaze shifted to Martha. He froze. 20 years vanished. He saw a younger version of that same face, handing a warm loaf of bread and a bowl of stew to a shivering teenager behind a dumpster. She had never asked for a cent. She had only told him to keep going. Julian pushed the coins back toward Martha. "This money is no good here," he said firmly. The crowd hushed, expecting him to ask them to leave. Instead, Julian smiled, his eyes gleaming with tears. "Because this lady's credit was established 2 decades ago. She paid for this cake and every cake she ever wants with interest. Long before I even owned a brick of this building." He handed Silas the largest chocolate gâteau in the display. "Happy birthday, kid. You're being raised by a queen."